Hello, thinkers. Welcome to Thinking Out Loud. I'm Tex, the most beautiful girl in the world. Crystal Hedrick, this song is for you, baby. It's
Thank
plain to
you.
see you're the reason that God made a girl. I'm sure nobody wants to hear my singing, but I just had to play that for you because you have been nominated as one of the top 10 most beautiful women by 417 magazine.
That's right.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And I'm here to inform my viewers, why that is, who you are, what you're about. So, this is Cristal Hedrick. She is a philanthropist and she has been working hard to help Generation Rescue, which is Jenny McCarthy's foundation, to raise money and do good things. She's an amazing, remarkable woman, and I'm excited to introduce everybody to her. Crystal, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, most beautiful woman, like top 10, right? Finalists. That's
Right.
huge. So, where can we go to vote? Let's talk about that first. Where do we go to vote?
Well, the voting is actually done. They went
Oh,
from 25
okay.
to 10.
Okay.
Um, the September issue, they just came out and announced the top 10 to our local community.
Okay.
So we have to wait till September 26th. And then if I win, half the money raised will go to Generation Rescue because that's my charity of choice.
Awesome. Now, tell us what Generation Rescue does. We know it's Jenny McCarthy's brainchild and her baby, but what do they do?
What they do is they are kind of like a coaching. They have rescue angels for parents. They try to connect who have similar, problems with their child, or if one parent might be going through something, they try to match them up so they can help them go through it smoothly.
It's
That they do
autism.
biomedical, yes,
Okay.
yes, and they do biomedical grants, which they set up the family with a MAPS doctor which specialize in kids with autism. And then they send the supplements and just try to get them on track on of the road to recovery.
And you do not have an autistic child.
I do not.
So, how did you get involved with this?
Our goddaughter, my husband and my goddaughter, was diagnosed when she was 18 months old. So at that point, her mom, Michelle, and I Googled on the internet just looking for help. And we came across Generation Rescue, and they seemed to be more sourceful, different links that we were connecting to. So my best friend Michelle called them, and Candace McDonald answered the phone, who now is the executive director. At that time, she was actually the event coordinator. So that just shows you how far they've come in the 5 years because of Candace.
Aw, so your goddaughter's five now? No, six, right? 6 or 7 now?
Yes, she's going to be turning 7 in October,
Oh, very
and
sweet.
she's exactly 3 weeks older than my husband and my son, Cash. And so they're very, very close. And they actually ended up in the same classroom this year.
Ah,
Shaylee goes into his class about 3 to 4 hours a day. So he's really excited about that.
okay. So you guys call Generation Rescue, and Candace McDonald answers the phone, and you got hooked in, and they started helping your goddaughter. Now, what made you want to actually put in time and energy into Generation Rescue? Did you already have a background in philanthropy and fundraising?
Yes, I've pretty much anybody that asks for me to help them with any type of fundraising, I'm always right there helping them, doing what I can. Um, Unfortunately, well, not, I mean, I guess it's fortunate too, but now since I'm so involved with Generation Rescue year round, I don't get to help in other areas as much as I did, but Generation Rescue is just where, we've met the families. It really works. We know where, the money goes, and that's a huge thing for us.
That is huge. And you
Yes,
are, it's a cause you believe in. It's where your heart is now. Yeah?
exactly.
Okay, so tell us a little
Exactly.
bit about what's coming up this week.
Well, Friday, September 6th, it is our second annual Rock the Spectrum, which we've been doing. We did a day for Shay and Pals for 3 years, which was more of a family event. Last year, we started Rock the Spectrum, which is kind of more of a bar. scene type atmosphere. It's like a huge music festival. We have the Haygoods, who own a local theater here in town. They do a laser light show with up to date music. And then we just have an amazing lineup of performers who people love watching, who will be there. And we're just going to have a bunch of fun for about 6 hours,
Awesome. And that
raising
runs,
lots of money.
yay! And that runs all day on Friday?
Friday, September 6th. It starts at 7 p.m. and then it'll go until 1 o'clock a.m.
Wow. I want to
Yeah, it's a
go.
late night.
I want to go.
Come on down.
So, I wish I could. I wonder how to get from Austin to Branson really quick. So,
I don't think
that
it's far of a drive.
yeah, it's a little bit of a drive. I've done it.
Have you?
A little drive. Yeah, you can go through Oklahoma, Texas, Oklahoma. It's a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly right.
That's right. So this is a big event that's going on annually, and where is it? For those that are near Branson or think they can make it up to Branson on Friday, where does that happen? Like, is there?
It is a it's a, in Branson, and that
We missed
is
it. Your audio cut out. It's where?
oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's at Time Out,
Time out.
Sports Bar and Grill in
Okay.
Branson.
Okay.
And then it's on, they can always message. We're on Facebook. We'll be happy to give anyone directions or anything that needs them, our number or whatever. We'd love to have as many people as we can come and just have an amazing night of fun.
So if somebody is interested in going, they could go to generationrescue.com or and find out more
Yes,
information there.
exactly. There's a link on there for their events. So you can go there, or we're on Facebook as well as Generation Rescues Rock the Spectrum.
Awesome. Crystal, what other kinds of events and fundraising things do you do? If somebody's watching this and they're like, "Wow, I need to raise funds for my organization too. Maybe I'm not that into it." What is it that drives you? Okay, so that's too many questions. Let's start with what have been your most successful events in the past with Generation Rescue or with other organizations?
What I find the easiest to do is, on Facebook, there's a link it's called The Cause. You can see if your favorite foundation is on there. If it's not on there, you can register them and then do a birthday wish to where people will donate money to your charity instead of giving you a gift. I do that every year. My birthday's in January, and I usually raise over $2,000 doing that. So that's like a huge, it's like there's no better gift than giving it to a family in need.
And so that's
Um,
thecause.com?
it's on Facebook and it's
Okay.
called Causes.
Causes. Okay, so I'll
And
look for that.
yes, and they've got plenty, tons and tons and tons of different foundations that you can, pick to, you know, choose to donate your money to.
I love that. Okay, what else has been really successful for you guys? What else has worked?
We did a autism taxi, Sunshine Signs here in Branson, and our taxi service, Branson Gray Line. They got together. And what it is it's a taxi, which usually is yellow, but what they did was Sunshine Signs wrapped it in puzzle pieces. And then we went around and we got different businesses to sponsor the taxi. So they have advertising on that taxi, and that advertisement lasts for a year. So this taxi drives around and it really catches people's eye because you're used to seeing a taxi that's like yellow or,
Sure.
different colors, but this is like all just completely covered in puzzles. And it's a good thing for, businesses because, they always want recognition for what they do. But it also helps with autism awareness because it's making people, when you look at it, they're like, wow, that's an autism taxi.
I love it.
And so that was a huge, huge success that Sunshine Signs and Branson Gray Line did for Generation Rescue.
And this is your idea? You're coming up with all these ideas? That's what you do. It's like,
The taxi actually, yes, I helped raise the money for it with Donnell. She is the one that actually came up with the idea because she has the sign shop that does wraps and all that. Otherwise, I would have been like, but she told me, I'm like, oh, that might be the best idea ever.
right? It's really good.
So we just went with it, and it was so easy. That's like when people call and ask for advice on how to raise money. and whether it's for autism or cancer, or they also did a breast cancer one here where it's pink. I mean, it's the easiest way to raise a little money for a foundation that's close to your heart.
I love it. Crystal, you are amazing. I definitely think you are one of the most
Aw.
beautiful girls in the world. I think your heart is incredible. You obviously have a passion for this. Is that just what motivates you? It's just a natural passion for helping causes you believe in?
I think so, but I think it just comes to I'm blessed, to where I can be a stay-at-home mom, and my kids are in school now, so I can devote a little bit more time to raising money for different things. But I think that it's just when I was growing up, my mom was a single mom of three kids, and there wasn't ever just like I felt there was no help for her. And I didn't realize it at the time, but now as an adult, I'm like, wow, how in the world did she make it? Like, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And so I think that there's nothing more rewarding to my husband and I than being able to help a family who is in need. We love to, we watch people all year long. Christmas time, we pick out a family who needs help, but instead of focusing on their help, what they're needing, they're still helping other people in need. And so, we'll adopt them or whatever. I think it's just really important for people, to be appreciative, and because in the end, you're going to get that help that you need. And it's so rewarding when it's someone that's appreciating it.
Yeah. Karma, you are amazing. I'm so honored to be able to sit and chat with you. When Candace McDonald grabbed me at Autism One and said, "You have to meet this woman and hear her
Oh.
story," I had no idea what a beautiful heart I was going to be connecting to. So,
Well, I tell everyone, as long as I'm alive and my husband is alive and my children are alive, my daughter's 14 and she sings, records CDs and sells money to raise money for autism as well,
I love
that
it.
we will always be spreading autism awareness because it's just such an important thing. And I don't think people realize what parents with children on the spectrum go through.
Mm,
Our biggest thing was for our event was, if a child's throwing a fit in a store, instead of being judgmental towards them, maybe step back and take a look, because maybe that child's on the spectrum and it's not, their tantrum is not controllable at that point.
right.
And so in our community, Michelle and I, her husband Chuck, and my husband Brent have made autism so everybody knows. Everyone's watched Shaylee from the time she was diagnosed till now. I just did a Facebook post on her saying that I just cannot wait for the day for her to be up on that stage telling everyone her story,
Awesome.
and how she recovered. So it's just huge for
And
people just to be more aware.
you're a huge part of all of that.
Uh,
Crystal
I tell you,
Hedrick.
I don't know that I could do the day to day.
You're doing exactly what you're purposed to do, and from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure all the viewers watching and everyone in the community, we thank you. So,
Well,
those of
thank
you who can
you.
make it out to Rock the Spectrum on September 6th, Friday, be there
Yes,
and keep our eyes out on 417 magazine to see you win that contest and get some more money for families with Generation Rescue.
that's
Crystal,
right.
thank you for being here.
Thank you. We'll see you later.
See you soon.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.